Hey guys, what is up? Welcome to another one of my videos where today we're going to be doing a tier list of every single troop in Clash of Clans. Now, don't forget that this is all my personal opinion, and if you do have a different opinion, please let me know. Leave it down in the comment section down below. Now, we're going to start with the Barbarian, a basic troop. Now, just so you know, none of this is planned and all this is on the go. I'm going to rank the Barbarian because it's a funneling troop, right? So I'm going to put it into the C range. It's just average. There's many better options than it, but at the same time, it's really not that bad. Or maybe even into the D. Next, we have the Giant. This is a very good troop, especially during early game. I think that is very well used with the Wizard to help funnel. Has many purposes. I think this troop actually deserves to be in the A. Next, we have the Wall Breakers. Now, what can you do without the Wall Breakers? There are many options, but really the Wall Breakers is the most efficient and effective way to break walls, other than something like a Siege Machine or a Jump Spell. But the Wall Breaker is the cheapest thing, and up to like Town Hall 8, you have to use this. You don't have the Jump Spell, nor do you have the Siege Machine. I think because after a certain point, this troop isn't all too useful. Like, it's always useful during the entire game, but at like Town Hall 9-ish and like Town Hall 10, during those further Town Halls, then this troop doesn't get used quite as often. Next, we have the Wizards. This is, in my opinion, one of the best troops to use when funneling. So I'm going to, like, it's really simply put, it doesn't deserve to be in the S tier because it's not all that good. But I think it does deserve to be on the A tier. Next, we have the Dragon. The Dragon is a controversial unit. I don't personally like it all that much. It has its uses when it's funneling, but I don't think that's the reason people use it, because there's many better options. And I find that it's useful in Town Halls like 7, 8 mostly. But really, it's really not that good. Agree or disagree with me, I'm going to put it in the E tier, because really it's not that good of a troop. And even at those Town Hall 7 and 8, there's many better options. Next, we have the Healer. The Healer, when paired with the Queen, it can be a whole kill squad on its own if used correctly. Now, this troop, it's once again controversial, because if you're good at using it, then you absolutely love it. And if you're not good at using it, then you absolutely hate it. Unless it's like a Bow Witch. Me, I think I'm good at using it. This attack can't be, or this troop can't be used with any army, but it can be used with quite a bit. And it doesn't quite deserve to be in the S tier, but I do think it deserves to be in the A tier. Next, we have the P.E.K.K.A. The P.E.K.K.A. is a really good troop. It has a whole lot of damage per second. It has a whole lot of health. It has fairly slow walking speed. It takes up 25 space, I think. And it attacks fairly slowly. Overall, this troop is just kind of slightly above average. It deserves the B range with the Giant. Next, we have the Miner. Now, the Miner has a lot of uses. It's good for farming. It's good for war. It can be used just like a Balloon and a Hog Rider, pretty much. I love its ability to go under walls. It's a fairly new troop. I honestly think that the Miner is one of the best troops in the game and deserves to be on the S tier. Next, we have the Yeti. The Yeti is a great troop. It has its purposes in funneling. It has a whole attack pretty much dedicated for it. And obviously, who can forget the Yeti Bomb? However, other than this, it's not all that special. It takes up, I think, 12 space. It has decent DPS and health. I think that this troop deserves to be in the B range. Next, we have the Minion. Now, the Minion is, in my opinion, almost like a better... The Minion is like the Archer, in my opinion. It has a decent DPS and it has a decent amount of health. But because it takes 2 space, you can use much less of them than troops like the Archer or even the Barbarian, for that matter. But for cleanup, it's very effective because it can go over walls. So it can get like those little buildings that your troops missed during the game. So I think it has its moments, and I think it doesn't quite deserve to be in the C. I think it deserves to be in the B tier. Next, we have the Valkyrie. Now, the Valkyrie is a very strong unit. It takes up 8 space. It does a whole lot of damage per second, and it can go in between buildings and cause major chaos. Now, this troop, in my opinion, works best as a kill squad. You can't really make full armies based off the... Well, there are full armies based off the Valkyrie, but they're usually not quite in the meta as many other armies. I think that this troop is very strong and deserves a high spot, but I don't think it deserves the S. I'm going to put it in the A tier. Next, we have the Witch. Now, I'm sad that I'm going to put this troop because I personally love the Witch. It's a great troop. It's very good in defense, for example. I love how it's more skeletons, but really it can only be used in like one attack or so. And that's the Bow Witch. I can't really think of much other purposes for it in terms of attacks. It obviously does have others, but it's honestly not that much of a versatile troop. It's not really used for funneling, nor is it used for a kill squad or cleanup or any of that. I think it deserves to be in the D tier. Next, we have the Bowler, similar to the Witch, except this troop actually has its uses in funneling and cleanup. I think I'm going to put this troop into the C range, just slightly above the Witch. Next we have the Hog Rider, just like the Balloon, the ground version of Balloon pretty much. It's simply put in the meta. It's one of the best troops in the game, not much else to say about it, you know. It goes over walls, it's a really fast troop, all you have to bring in some heal spells and you got the whole attack. It's just simply put a very strong unit. Next we have the Golem. The Golem is used in many attacks and it's used mainly in stuff like the Kill Squad into the funnel. This troop has a whole lot of health, not too much hit points, and it turns into 2 Golemites, which I absolutely love. That's a great idea from Supercell. It takes up 30 space and it is a Dark Elixir troop. I think that this troop does deserve to be in the A tier because there's many ways to get around without using it, this troop does make everything much easier. Next we have the Lava Hound. The Lava Hound is very important troops for all air attackers, and you can't really play without the Lava Hound, in my opinion, if you're an air attacker like I am. The Lava Hound, you have to pair it with stuff like the balloons, but other than pairing it with the balloons and its defensive purposes, obviously, it really doesn't have much uses. And because it's so good at that one attack, I think it does deserve to be on the B tier. And because I just said all that about the Loon, that means I get to move the Witch out, which I'm very happy about. So I'm moving it also to B tier. Next we have the Ice Golem. The Ice Golem, it has some decent purposes, but honestly it doesn't have that much DPS, it doesn't have all that much health. It has more than most other troops, but honestly it is slightly overrated, and it is only a couple of town halls can use it because of how high it is. I think I'm going to actually go ahead and put this on the C tier, because though it is a very good troop for stuff like funneling and defense, I don't think this troop does deserve to get a very high spot, because the main reason people use it on offense is in like a siege machine, for example. It freezes, you can just use a free spell, you know. There are many better options for it. Thanks so much everyone for watching. I really do hope you enjoyed. If you did enjoy, please make sure to give this video a thumbs up. If you disagree with me on something, just tell me your opinion in the comment section down below. We can have a conversation. And make sure to subscribe if you didn't already, because I post daily content about Clash of Clans. Thanks for watching and see you next time.